This week on Council Bluffs News, locals build courage to walk through the terrifying facility. See what Madness Haunted House has to offer to give people a good scare. Then a look into a flashlight tour and a ghost hunt that takes place at the Squirrel Cage Jail. Locals explore the spooky facility in a unique way. Also, current Fall Family Festival is back. See how these middle schoolers have fun in a Halloween event. And Terry Gatchmills joins us in studio to talk about the adorable pets that will be at the Canines and Costumes event. That and more on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Brandon Tvrdy. It's the only professional haunted house in Council Bluffs. Madness Haunted House at the Mall of the Bluffs has been giving scares since 2015 and continues to grow in creepiness each year. It's an intense and scary night, but it's also a good time.
I think it's so cool.
Friday, October 13th. Locals gather at Madness Haunted House to experience what the House of Terror has to offer on the creepy day.
We knew Friday the 13th was going to be a big one, especially since it fell in October. Everyone does the whole Jason Voorhees thing from the Friday the 13th franchise, but we wanted to be more of a family-friendly party.
And a family-friendly party it is. A live band performs outside for entertainment, along with plenty of other activities while people wait in line. Meaning the terrifying and fun experience begins right away.
Set the atmosphere correctly with the music and the actors and the people trying to scare you, like the guy with the shovel.
After waiting in line, the brave thrill seekers go inside the home full of madness, and it doesn't disappoint.
Don't you want some intestine?
The house consists of amazingly realistic props, lighting, and sound effects.
I think it was really fun because I had like stuff written on the walls and like stuff that people were on, and the seizure lights were really cool because like you couldn't really see your way and you kind of like had to maze your way through it.
The frightening display has grown each of the last 3 years thanks to the people that keep coming back for more.
We did really well last year, so it allowed us to invest in the upgrade of a lot of props this year, and next year, even better.
The authentic feel almost has some people convinced it's real.
Well, they acted like they were actually like in pain, or like they came in front of us and like wouldn't let us pass and stuff. Like it was really fun.
And for the timid that aren't sure they'd like to take a step inside,
Just know that it's all acting.
The best part about this, when you go to sleep tonight in your dreams, you will see me.
That they can't touch you. They can't hurt you in any way because it's against the rules. Unless it's their job to stand in front of you and let you bump into them.
it's Halloween season, it's Friday the 13th, and it's another scary night at Madness Haunted House.
It's rocking. It's rocking. Everyone's dancing to the music. You know, everyone's having fun in line. Our line's going all the way back by JCPenney's.
Madness Haunted House is open Wednesday through Saturday throughout the month, and open on Halloween, of course. For more information, visit madnesshauntedhouse.com. The Squirrel Cage Jail is a hotbed for ghost hunts and tours in the city of Council Bluffs. To get into the holiday spirit, a flashlight tour is held at the historic and sometimes creepy jail. IWTV student Jalen Hinkle has more.
Come in, we are open.
Life's no fun without a good scare.
It can be a little freaky.
The Squirrel Cage Jail is opening its doors on one of the most haunted nights of the year.
We're holding flashlight tours for Friday the 13th, because how could we not do something on Friday the 13th?
The flashlight tours give the community an opportunity to come out and celebrate the historic building in Council Bluffs.
Just a great part of the history of Council Bluffs, and there's not very many around, so it's a good opportunity to see some part of history.
Although the tour is all in part to get people excited for Halloween, It's more than just about the spooky holiday.
Helps support the Squirrel Cage Jail and the Historical Society of Pottawatomie County because we have a lot of archives here. It's not all just about the jail, but it's about the history of Pottawatomie County and Council Bluffs.
For some participants, it's a way to spend time with family.
Just to have some Halloween fun with my grandkids.
Although rumors have spread, it might not be such a bad thing.
I had a lot of reports over the years. I mean, we've been here 132 years now, so it gives you a lot of time to find reports, but there's been voices, there's been your hair has been played with, people's hats pulled off, just being poked. I've heard footsteps going up these front stairs.
With being built in 1885 and functioning until 1969, there is no wonder lore has been spread.
It is believed that if the jail is haunted, it's not a bad thing. It is believed that one of the jailers is still on duty here. So he's dedicated and taking care of the building and making sure everything is in order.
The jail will be hosting flashlight tours once again on October 27th and 28th. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Jalen Hinkle.
The spooky holiday called Halloween is just around the corner. To celebrate, locals attend the Kern Fall Family Festival at Kern Middle School. Locals gather at Kern Middle School to participate in the Kern Fall Family Festival. The Halloween-themed event offers stations with a variety of games. While playing these games, the middle schoolers dress up in fun outfits. With the leadership group helping with the event, Deborah Mansker says it was a good experience and a good way to have fun.
We definitely had more people here than we had last year, so we think our attendance was up. Most importantly, it's a service for our families here at Kern.
Before the event ended, kids lined up in the auditorium to have a costume contest. Judges would pick out what they thought was the most outstanding outfit. For more information on upcoming events and/or the school, visit cb-schools.org. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a time to recognize and support the brave people fighting the deadly disease. One local was struck with cancer, so people gather at Bayless Park to support Leah Hamilton in her fight with breast cancer. Friday, October 13th, locals gather at Bayless Park to participate in an event called Laps for Leah. The event is to bring awareness for breast cancer and to support Leah Hamilton as she has the unfortunate disease. To start the night, a balloon release takes place for her honor. Hamilton feels this is not only important for her, but everyone on hand.
You know, I think it's great to see an event like this and see all the support that people put towards different groups and friends and family, and yep, absolutely.
To cap off the night, the attendees walk 4 laps around Bayless Park to show a message of unity. To support others that are suffering from breast cancer, make sure to wear pink for the remainder of the month. Domestic violence and sexual abuse is something that happens every day around the world. To help raise awareness, a candlelight vigil is held at Bayless Park. IWTV student DJ Mater covers the story.
A chance to pay respects or share your tale. The Catholic Charities Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse Program hosts a candlelight vigil at Bayless Park from 6 to 7 p.m. Katie Choquette, Domestic Abuse Coordinator for the program, believes public activities like this work.
So I think an event like this is really important because it does bring awareness to domestic violence, which is an issue that's really difficult to talk about, and it's hard to sometimes realize that it does happen in our communities.
The vigil is held to remember those who are lost and to raise awareness to the fact that domestic violence troubles people from all walks of life. The event includes a display of their clothesline project as well as guest speakers. These speakers share their experiences, and the mayor of Council Bluffs attended as well, declaring October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. With your Council Bluffs News, I'm DJ Mater.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, a look into the mayoral race. See what the locals are doing to cast their votes on the important day. And meet the new man in town. See how Iowa Western welcomes new president and CEO of the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce, Dan Koenig. And I sit down with Terry Gatchmills from Midlands Humane Society to discuss their upcoming event.
Wow, These are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Brandon Tvrdy with Terry Gatch-Mills from Midlands Humane Society, a volunteer, and you also may know her from Pets of the Week, our weekly segment. Terry, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. So Canines in Costumes is on October 22nd. I think this is one of the more adorable events around this time of the year. Can you tell us a little bit more about it and kind of how you guys created this event?
Well, we started 9 years ago, and it was actually created for my dog Simba. He was a stray, he was severely abused, and we tried for years to get him out of his shell, and nothing seemed to work. And one day my husband and I were talking, and you know, we all have fun with our dogs, and we dressed him up in some clothes, and he became a totally different dog. His tail was wagging, he was, you know, holding his head up high and prancing around the house. And so we knew from that moment on that, you know, if that's what helped him be a better dog and more happy, we were happy to do it. And that's a lot of activities at Midlands Humane Society were created for that.
Well, that's a feel-good story. I didn't know that was kind of the origin of it. That's very cool. He's all excited about it, obviously.
He's ready.
And I didn't know that, honestly, costumes or something like that can make all the difference with a dog like that.
You know, and we didn't either. It was just a long shot because we were just messing around. And when we saw the transformation that he had, it was amazing. And from then on, I took him to a lot of Midlands Humane Society events before we were even open to raise money. And he became the first four-legged ambassador for Midlands Humane Society.
Wow, that's impressive. Good on his resume.
Yeah. He's no longer with us.
Oh, okay. What's one of the cooler costumes that you've seen so far in these type of events?
I always like the homemade costumes or handmade costumes. People put a lot of thought into them. We have a girl that comes every year. She gets very creative. Last year, she had made her dog a fish costume. And we see a lot of fun things. They come as football teams. We, you know, give a prize for groups. So we encourage people to come out as groups. We get a lot of them.
And what's the fee for this event?
Registration for the parade is free this year. We do have some other events going on. We have our ever popular paw painting where we paint the dog's paws and put it on a canvas for a one-of-a-kind keepsake. That costs $10. We do our photo booth for $5. And we'll have a bounce house this year. We've got food. We've got tons of vendors in the vendor village. We've got a lot going on for the family and for their dogs.
So there's no shortage of fun, you know?
Oh yeah, we'll have a treat bar for the dogs.
Ooh, that's gonna be tasty. Now, I think a lot of viewers are wondering, as with myself, will the employees be wearing any costumes?
I'm encouraging it, but I don't know.
What are you going to be wearing then?
I don't know if I'm going to dress up or not. My dog's going to be, I don't want to give it away.
We can keep, you guys have to come down to see what her dog's going to look like. I'll come down as a cameraman. Is that cool?
That would be great.
Yeah. All right. For more information, it's October 22nd from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Midlands Humane Society. It's called Canines in Costumes, as you can see. Terry, thank you so much for coming, and Pikachu/Olaf, thank you as well.
Thank you.
More Council Bluffs news after the break.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish. In your face, in your face.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
As voting booths open to the public for local government primaries, competition for seats is not in short supply. 8 candidates vie for 2 seats on the city council, including 2 incumbents, while 3 names are on the ballot to grab mayoral votes, including current mayor Matt Walsh. It's an important day for the city of Council Bluffs. Tuesday, October 10th. Locals gather at multiple locations to cast their vote for primaries of the city council and mayoral race. Residents like Patty Ford say voting can make a big impact on the community.
It is very important to get out and vote today. We are all citizens of Council Bluffs, and our vote will determine the future of Council Bluffs. And if I don't get out and vote, then I can't sit and complain about what's going on in the town.
Residents Larry Archibald says he likes the direction Council Bluffs is headed in many areas and is voting to ensure progress continues.
There's been a lot of improvements on new construction, building, apartments, the Broadway, getting more improvements down there. The police station's getting some work done and upgraded. So I like to see a lot of the new improvements that they've been doing. I think they're really on top of that.
Others feel a change in leadership may be needed in an effort to address some issues with infrastructure.
Personally, I think what they can improve on is maybe a little bit of the main streets. You know, I don't want to see them take up the old-fashioned cobble, stone brick, but some of the pavements are in pretty bad shape in my opinion.
Again, This was the primary election with the top vote getters advancing to the general election. For the mayoral race, Mayor Matt Walsh receives 55% of the vote while former Councilman Scott Belt grabs 38.3% of the vote. Both will move on. The top 4 vote getters advance in the race for 2 seats in the City Council. Incumbents Melissa Head and Al Ringenberg make the cut, as do Mike Wolf and former Councilwoman Lynn Brannigan. Voting for the general election will take place November 7th. The Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce recently welcomed Dan Koenig as their new president and CEO. Koenig officially took office September 18th, and many are reaching out to welcome the new leader, including Iowa Western. Breaking out the drinks for the new man in town.
It really feels good.
Saturday, October 11th, locals gather at the Arts Center on the campus of Iowa Western to meet the new president of the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce.
We all have the same goals. We really do.
Dan Koenig replaces former chamber president Bob Munt after 25 years in the position. Board members feel he's the right man for the job.
Dan had been here back in the late 80s and knew things about Council Bluffs that even I didn't know. And it looked to me that with his experience and knowledge and his connections, that he would be a great addition to the community.
The new president and CEO was previously located in San Angelo, Texas, with the same position. Koenig says he's ecstatic about being back in his hometown.
Muscle memory kicks in when I'm driving somewhere, and I have these flashbacks of relationships that go back, sometimes 20 and 30 years. And so I hate to say it, but it feels good to be home.
Koenig says he loves the progress the city has made over the years and hopes to work with everyone in making Council Bluffs flourish even more in his new role.
I can't think of any better place than around a board table and in a conference room at the chamber to bring the county, the city, and all of our partners together to discuss what's critical to helping businesses and the economy of Council Bluffs grow.
For more information and upcoming events on the Chamber of Commerce, visit councilbluffsiowa.com.
Saturday, October 14th, the Harvester Art Space Lofts is hosting a new art exhibit featuring a handful of local artists in both the Nebraska and Iowa area. Oil paintings and sculptures are the most popular choices. The pieces are centered around one theme. The event coordinator, Lisa Haney Lima, states what exactly the theme is.
This is a show highlighting the inventions through the ages. So the show is called Threshold. It's a show that depicts 15 different artists and their pieces of work in that theme.
Whether it's the show or just the people involved, supporting the local arts is a very important task. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Musil.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News. A look at these friendly pets looking for a home in our Pets of the Week. Also, check out what's going on around CB in our weekly events calendar.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. We've got Bridget the Boxer. Her file number is 25671. And a while ago, she gave birth to some puppies that are also on the adoption floor. She's a great dog, a little bit skittish. Again, this is Bridget, file 25671. This little ball of fire is Sadie, and her file number is 25983. She's a little Chihuahua mix, and she's very, very happy and very friendly. No children under 10 years old. She's frightened of children. She is working on potty training right now, but she's doing a great job. Again, this is Sadie, 25983. This is 3-month-old Sophie, and her file number is 25643. She's very sweet and very loving. She was raised in a foster home with many of our kittens that we have. And again, this is Sophie, file 25643. This little guy is Tweed, and his file number is 26101. He's 3.5 months old and was also raised in foster care. He's a very sweet kitten, and he's currently in with 7 other kittens. Gets along great with cats and dogs. Again, this is Tweed, file 26101. And if you're interested in any of the pets that you've seen on today, please come down to Midlands Humane Society, located at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Now time for a look at our weekly events calendar. A human trafficking panel discussion takes place at the Council Bluffs Public Library on Wednesday, October 25th. The metro area is unfortunately a popular spot for human trafficking. I-80 and I-29 is where most activity takes place. There's no fee for the event. The meeting is from 12 to 1 p.m. For more information, dial up 712-323-7553. Then the Fall Cheer Clinic is at Thomas Jefferson High School on Thursday, October 26. Athletes will learn and practice a short routine. The cheerleaders will then put what they've learned on display the next day. The event is open for grade K through 8th grade. The fee is $35 per child. To register and for more information, visit TJHS Spirit Squad Facebook page. And finally, on Saturday, October 28th, Operation Medicine Cabinet takes place at Walgreens from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is an opportunity for people to drop off expired and unused medicine. You are able to drive up, drop off, and drive away. The event will happen rain or shine and will be free to participate. For more information on the event, visit the Council Bluffs Police Department Facebook page and then click Events. Thank you for tuning in and watching this week's Council Bluffs News. Feedback and story ideas are always welcome. You can hit us up with an email at cbtv@iwcc.edu or punch in 712-325-3312. You can look us up on social media as well. Search CBTV17 on Facebook and Twitter. Also, make sure you stay on CBTV and check out your local sports teams on the Bluffs Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For Council Bluffs News, I'm Brandon Tvrdy.